Well, hello everyone! I know it's been a while since we haven't seen each other in this format, in this little corner where the magic happens, where I am creating makeup looks, where I'm doing makeup tutorials and I'm reviewing makeup products, beauty products I would actually say, because we are also talking about skincare and hair care on this channel. And let's not forget about fashion, but that's a different topic. It was a little bit hard to decide on what should be creating, what type of look I should be doing. I was asking you on Instagram, for those of you who are not following me over there yet, I'm gonna leave it right over here. I was asking you with what type of look should I start, and you voted you would like to see a soft glam look using new launches. So in today's video I'm gonna be using new launches and a few products which I've tried a while ago, because I didn't have any new launches. For example, I didn't have any new highlighters launched recently, so I've used one of my favorites. But other than that, everything I'm using are new products, new launches, different brands, high-end brands, drugstore products as well. As always, please make sure to hit the like button if you love the video, if you love spending time with me here on my YouTube channel, because in this way I will actually know that I'll have to create more videos like this one. And please make sure to subscribe my YouTube channel, because you know it helps a lot. You don't even know how much it helps when someone decides to join the family. So without any other introductions, I'll leave you guys to watch the video and see how I created this look. I forgot to show that I got my coffee, so grab your coffee, grab your tea, because you will spend a little bit of time with me here today. And yes, I'm drinking my coffee with a straw. Anyways, this time I'll let you watch the video. For God, I have the feeling that I don't even know how to do this anymore. It's been not ages, but it's been such a long time since I filmed my last makeup tutorial. Maybe last year, I don't even remember when exactly, but it was a long time ago, definitely. I just applied the skincare, my usual skincare routine. I was very focused on hydrating my skin, so I used an hyaluronic acid, that's the serum. And now I have a product from MILANI Cosmetics. I'm not sure if this product is a new launch or not, but I received it in PR a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not wrong, and I didn't have the chance to try it by now, so today is the day. This is a hydrating primer which contains hyaluronic acid and coconut water. Hyaluronic acid is one of my favorites, and this primer should be a hydrating and blurring primer which blurs imperfections, suitable for all skin tones. Let's have a look at the texture now. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, okay, it looks like a milky texture, I would say. It's really nice. I think there is definitely way too much product, but I'm gonna apply it right over here where I have the large pores. I also have some skin imperfections, so most probably this one should help. Let's see if it's gonna help or not. So I'm just trying to press the product into the skin rather than moving it like this. So make sure when you prepare your skin, you take your time. I think this is one of the secrets when it comes to have like the flawless base. I didn't tell you anything about my hair clips because I don't know where I got them from. I know that I received them a while ago, maybe last year in PR, last year Christmas time, and they are super lovely. I'll have a look to see if I can find the name of the brand and link them in the description below. And also all the products that I'm using and mentioning today, they will be linked in the description as well. The skin feels really plumped and super hydrated. Most probably I'm gonna give it like a few seconds or so, maybe 1 minute, to make sure that the primer gets into the skin. Now, I was looking to see what the difference between these two foundations. This is a new launch from Givenchy. This is the foundation that I loved so much when I first tried it. It's the Prisme Libre Skin Caring Glow. I always have the same problem. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name of the product right. Sometimes I do wrong with the name of the brands, but you guys know that English is not my first language. So please don't get upset about it, forgive me. And we have a new version, the Prisme Libre Skin Caring Matte. This is my favorite so far. I love this one as well, but because I have oil combination to oily skin type and I also have large pores, the glow is kind of emphasizing them and it makes them look even more visible, I would say. So when I found out that the brand launched the matte version of this one, I was like, oh my gosh, they listen to my prayers. I don't remember exactly if the foundation should be high coverage or medium coverage, but I can definitely tell you that the coverage is very buildable. So I would say that it's more into medium to high coverage because you can definitely build it up. So I'm gonna take a small amount of foundation and I'm just gonna apply it directly with my fingers on my face. I'm gonna blend on this side with my fingers so you can see the finish, and on the other side I'm gonna take the beauty blender so you can see them both. I think it depends on the finish there that you are looking for when it comes to the right way to apply the foundation. So as you can see, the coverage is really good. I'm gonna go right over here a little bit with what's left on my fingers just because I have some pimples and I want to make sure that I cover them really well. I don't want to use too much product all over the face, just on those areas where I want to make sure that I cover everything, like a little bit of redness and any skin imperfections. So as you can see, without too much effort, the skin looks really beautiful. The finish is somewhere between matte and glowy, I would say, but remember that I also applied the primer before, which is supposed to give like a matte finish as well. I love so much that the finish is also super luminous. Again, I'm not moving the foundation, I'm just tapping in with my fingers, making sure that I blend it very nicely. Okay, so this should be the first side. You should already see the difference, how nicely it covers the redness as well. And on the other side, I'm gonna take the beauty blender. Hope it's not annoying that I'm using the mirror right over here and I'm looking almost all the time in that mirror. I have a little bit of redness right over here around my lips since I got lip fillers, and I'm gonna talk about my experience as well, about my experience with lip fillers on one of my YouTube videos, because I know that many of you are curious about this. And voila! I make sure that I don't go too close with the foundation underneath my eyes, because I don't want to have too much product. This area here underneath the eyes is very sensitive. It's very thin as well, so you don't want to use too much product, especially if you decide to go with the concealer afterwards. Now, because I want to have the same color on my neck as well, I'm gonna go with the foundation downside on my neck and blend it very well. Always make sure to blend it. Okay, and this is the foundation. This is how it looks like. I think it's perfect for those spring summer days, but also if you are looking for a full coverage makeup, for a full face makeup as well, because as I mentioned, you can build it up and you can have a little bit more coverage as well. I love it, I adore it. I mean, I don't think it needs any introduction. I can also confirm that it's long lasting because I've been wearing it a lot since I received it, and it's good. It's really good. One of my favorite foundations so far. Now let's try something new, and I'm talking about this concealer from ERBORIAN. For those of you who don't know anything about ERBORIAN, they do Korean skincare and makeup as well, and I love so much their makeup products because it's a combination between skincare and makeup. You should see one of the latest launches. If you are not following me on Instagram, I was talking about it. It's the Super BB cream. I don't have it right over here, but the coverage is insane. The finish is so beautiful, and it has skincare as well, which, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that the foundation from GIVENCHY, by its name, skincare foundation, also has skincare ingredients in it. Okay, let's have a look now at this concealer, because I didn't have the chance to try it. As you can see, it's new. I don't know if it's getting focused or not. This is called BB Crayon. BB Crayon or Ginseng. I hope I'm pronouncing right. This is a makeup and skincare stick. Let's see. Correct, touch or even out your complexion in one step. Let's have a look at the texture. I suppose it's a creamy one. I don't know if this is a shade way too light for myself. Yeah, it might be way too light, but still I'm gonna apply it just to see what's happening and how it actually looks like. So it's super hydrating. The coverage is not way too big, but let's have a look. I'm gonna take a brush if I find one. I think I found one, but I need a mirror. Let's see if I can find a mirror. Yeah, as I said, the coverage is not crazy. I would say it's a light coverage, but the finish is really, really beautiful. If you love a beautiful natural finish, skin-like finish, and a little bit of coverage, then I think it should definitely be a good one, a really good option. Let's try to build it up, and I'm gonna apply it one more time in the same areas. And let's see the difference. You could also use your fingers, but I think it's definitely not my shade. Okay, so I'm not gonna insist, and I'm gonna use another concealer which I love. Is this one from Kat Von D. It's the Good Apple concealer, and most probably you heard by now about the Good Apple foundation from KVD. And the concealer is also amazing. The coverage is really good. The finish is also super nice. So this is shade light 122. I love the applicator as well, so it's not too big, it's not too small. And I'm just gonna go with it right over here in the inner corner of my eye. I'm also gonna apply a little bit right over here on the outer edge of the eye. And I'm just gonna blend it upwards. I think I'm gonna apply a little bit right over here on the eyelid as well, because I'm not gonna use any eye primer. And I just go with my blending brush, blend everything nicely. Okay. Okay, so I have the feeling that this one definitely suits me better. And I also love the coverage. Always make sure that you hydrate the under eye area super well. It's one of the most important things if you want to make sure that you don't have any concealer that it's gonna crease during the day, and the finish is also super beautiful. Okay, so we applied concealer, we applied foundation and primer as well, and the next thing I want to do is to apply a little bit of powder, because I want to set everything really well. I'll show you what I'm using. So this is a powder from Laura Mercier. Is the eye brightening powder. Let's see, secret brightening powder for underneath the eyes. It's one of the powders which I love the most when it comes to set the area underneath my eyes. I actually have only a couple of powders which I think they are absolutely amazing, and I could swear by them. That would be the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless powder, I think is the name. I'm gonna link it in the description as well. I'm using it in shade Fair. That's number 1, if I'm not wrong, or number 2. Then I have the one from Givenchy, which I had a feeling that I have it right over here. Yeah, this is the powder. This one comes with a little brush as well, so you can use it to apply the powder. And this is the pressed version. They also have the translucent one, which also it's fabulous, and I love it so much as well. It's very, you know, the finish is super natural when you apply it, and it looks so beautiful. It blurs so beautiful and stay in place all over the day. And the third powder, the one from Laura Mercier, which I already know that everyone loves it. So again, it's gonna be linked in the description below. Now, I want to apply the powder underneath the eyes, and I make sure that the foundation didn't crease first, so you can use your fingers to blend this they are really nice. And after that, just go with a small amount of product by pressing it. So again, make sure that you are not applying way too much pressure when you do this, and make sure that you don't move the product that you applied before. Now, because I have this one here, I'm gonna use it on the other side so you can see the difference, which is no difference because both of them are really nice. I highly recommend you both of them. I don't know the difference when it comes to the price of each of them, but I definitely know that they will last a lifetime. Okay, the same powder from Givenchy, I'm gonna apply it right over here where I have these lines, which I want to make sure that they will look nice during the day, because I don't want the creamy products to go in between those mouth lines. And I'm also gonna apply a little bit of powder right over here on the center of my forehead. I want to make sure that I set very well the creamy products, because afterwards I'm going to move on with the powder products such as bronzer and blush as well. And I want to make sure that everything I've applied before is really well set. Otherwise, I will get all kinds of stains when I want to, you know, apply those next products, those powder products, and I won't be able to basically blend them very well. Okay, I think the skin looks nice. I'm gonna go with a little bit of powder on my neck as well. When it comes to my eyebrows, there is no newness. I don't have any new products I'm using. I don't have any new techniques. I'm gonna link all my old videos where I was doing my eyebrows, so we can skip this part. I'm just gonna show you what I'm using. Again, All This in Forever, my all-time favorite, Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the medium brown brow powder tool. And I also have the brow wax, brow freeze from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is gonna help me to set my eyebrows a little bit. I love the finish, I love using them both. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows and I'm gonna get back in a second. And voila! Someone has eyebrows. I feel like a different person when my eyebrows are looking good. Let's move on with the eye makeup. And for this, I have an eyeshadow palette, which I got it yesterday or 2 days ago. I forget so many things, and I always have to make those notes and add everything in my calendar. Otherwise, I forget almost everything. Anyways, the eyeshadow palette I was talking about is made in Italy from Dalla Palma. Did I pronounce this right? Oh, yes, say yes, please. Okay, the brand is new for me. I heard about it by now, but I never tried their product. And when they reached out to me to send me this latest launch, it's an eyeshadow palette. It's Nude.2 called. It's a really beautiful eyeshadow palette. As you can see, the shades are so beautiful, shimmery, glittery, and matte finish as well. It's gonna be a little bit hard to choose the shades I want to use. Unfortunately, you can't see the name of the shades written. Oops, sorry. You can't see the name of the shades written right over here on the eyeshadow palette, because they are written right over here on this plastic, which unfortunately it doesn't help much. So they are not written on the back of the palette either. So for me, this is a minus, because I wouldn't be able to tell you what shade I've used. And most probably I'm not gonna keep this plastic Always On Forever over there. Okay, now the hard part, as I said, is to decide what makeup should I do. I said that I'm gonna be doing a soft glam makeup, a spring soft glam using new launches, but unfortunately each time I start doing my makeup I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and in the end I'll end up doing something totally different. I think I'm tempted by this shade right over here. Hopefully you can see it. Let's see, what would be the name of the shade? It would be, I don't care. Oh, yeah. Pretty suggestive name. Okay, I'm gonna choose this one. Maybe a little bit of this. And somehow I'm thinking to mix these ones too, to make like the transition between the colors. But first things first, I'm gonna start with this color, which I'm really curious what's the name of it. It's called Sunny Day, and I'm gonna apply it in the crease. When you apply the eyeshadow in the crease, make sure that you use an eyeshadow which is matte. So you don't want to apply glittery eyeshadow in the crease. Okay, I have a brush. This one is for Morphe M46. How should I say? Should I say like this? Should I say like this? Maybe like this. Let's see. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. As I said, I'm not applying any base, any eye base, because I've used the concealer before. And I'm just gonna apply this eyeshadow in the crease, making sure that I blend it nicely. Oh, I don't like the brush. Let's see, I think this one should be way much better. This is from Leonardo 56. I didn't like that one because it was not a round brush. And when I'm applying the product in the crease, I want to use a blending brush, which is a round one. This is not perfect either because it's a bit thinner at the end. But anyways, it's way much better than the other one, which was a flat, fluffy brush. I think I'll have to buy some new brushes as well because these ones are quite old already. But unfortunately, I don't know what's new on the market. After I did this, I'm gonna go with a darker color. And as I said, I'm gonna be using this one. The brush I'm using is from Leonardo 28. And I'm taking a little bit of product and apply it all over the eyelid. Okay, so it seems that you can actually build up the color if you want to have more like an intense finish. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other eye. Good! Now I'm taking again the brush I've used initially, and I'm gonna go with the same color in the crease. I make sure now that I make the connection between the two colors, the one that I've applied before and the one that I've applied it last. And also I'm gonna try to connect the under eye area with everything I did before. Usually when you do this, you want to look straight like this, so don't look down, just look straight, because in this way you'll know how to give the right shape. You always want to lift everything, so even the way I keep my brush is also important when I'm doing this. Okay, we are doing the same thing here. I start from the outer edge of the eye and I go towards the inner corner of the eye. The bigger intensity should be right over here at the end of the eye. So I move my brush like this and I just blend upwards. Now I'm using a round brush. This one is from Morphe M441 and I just blend the edges very well. I don't want to have any harsh lines in between the shades, and I want to make sure that everything is very, very nicely blended. I want a little bit of intensity at the outer edge of the eye, and I'm gonna use this color here. I'm just gonna apply it just like this. I'm not gonna go way too close to the middle of the eyelid, just a little bit at the end. I'm gonna do the same thing here. I think in the end I'm gonna keep it matte, so I'm not gonna apply any shimmery on top of it. I love the color so much. I'm gonna go now with a black eyeliner. This is So Fierce from Revlon, and I'm just gonna apply it on the waterline. I am also gonna go with the same liner right over here on the upper side of the eye, and I know that this is gonna look crazy, but trust me, it's gonna look so nice in the end. Basically what this is gonna do is to fill in any empty area in between your lashes, and it's gonna make your eye look way much contoured. Moving on with the eye makeup, I have right over here a mascara, a new launch mascara from Clinique, which I love so much. Is this one. Most probably you have seen me using it on my Instagram. It's called High Impact Mascara, and before I'm applying it, I'm gonna use the eyelash curler to curl my eyelashes a little bit. Since I've learned how to do this correctly, there is no way back. I'm always doing this. I stopped applying false eyelashes since I've started to curl my eyelashes. I do apply them, but only from time to time. Okay, let's apply the mascara. I want to show you how the brush looks like. Is this type of brush. I love that it separates really nicely. The eyelashes is not clumpy at all. When you apply it, make sure that you start applying it right from the base of your eyelashes, and only after that you go at the end of the eyelashes, if you want to make sure that they will get curled and they will look natural. Because if you apply past amount of product right over here at the ends, they will get heavy and they will look like bloom. On my lower lashes as well, I'm gonna let it dry, and after that I'm gonna do one more coat. I definitely adore this mascara, and it's also waterproof. I forgot to mention, it's a really good one. I have eyelashes and they look so good. I usually have small lashes, very small and very yellow as well. You can barely see them, but I received something in PR a few days ago. It's actually a top-up of one of my favorite serums from NYK1, I think is the name of the brand, but again I'm gonna link it in the description below. Serum that actually helped my eyelashes to grow for real, but you have to apply it in the morning and in the evening for around 3 weeks or so. But you can definitely find all the information in the description of the product itself. Okay, now what I want to do next is to do something else for my eyes. I want to apply a little bit of light, and I want to apply that light in the inner corner of the eye, and also I'm going to use the same shade to apply it right over here underneath the eyebrow, because I want to make the eye, I want to lift everything. I want to make the eye look a little bit luminous, if it makes any sense. So I don't want to have like panda eyes and that's it. I have here a very old highlighter, and it's very dusty as well. I'm trying to clean it right now. Is this one from ILLAMASQUA. Maybe you can see it if I'm gonna keep it like this. The Beyond Powder Highlighter. This is in shade OMG. It's a really nice one. And because I don't have a new highlighter, a new launch, I'm gonna use this one, because this one is one of my favorites. Okay, I'm using a flat brush. This one is from Nastel 115. I'm gonna apply the highlighter, as I said, underneath the eyebrow, and I'm gonna start applying it right from here at the end. You can also use it right over here to make it a bit more luminous as well, and also connect everything. And as I said, in the inner corner of the eye, and I'm gonna go upwards with what's left on the brush, but not too much, as I said. You can definitely see now the difference between the two eyes. I'm gonna do the same thing with the other eye. Now I would normally apply the same highlighter right over here on my cheekbones, but because I want to show you a trick and I really want to have like a very natural glowy finish, let me grab one of the products, and I'm getting back in a second to show you what I'm gonna do. I found it. Unfortunately, you can't see the name of the brand, but I'm absolutely sure that so many of you already recognize it. So this is the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna take a small amount of the product. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. And because this is a hybrid product, you can actually apply it on top of your powder. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the beauty blender, the damp beauty blender, and I'm just gonna apply it like this. The finish, it's way much natural, it looks glowy, it looks beautiful. It is not gonna look way too much, it's not gonna look crazy, especially if you have large pores as I have. This is a really nice option. It's a really beautiful finish, skin-like finish, if you know what I mean. And as I said, once again, this is a hybrid product. You can use it before your makeup as a primer, you can use it as a highlighter, and you can also mix it with your favorite foundation and apply them in the same time. The next product I received it today is from Glam, and it's a beautiful bronzer. It's the latest version of their terracotta, the light one, and this one came with a brush. I have it here. I was ready to say that unfortunately I don't have it here, but I do, luckily. This is the brush. This is the kabuki brush. This is how it looks like, and it's just perfect to have it in your makeup bag when you travel. I feel so sorry I have to try this one right now because it looks absolutely gorgeous, and I have a thing with new products and I love to take so many pictures of them, and unfortunately I didn't manage to take as many as I wanted. So I'm gonna take a small amount of product and I make sure it's not too much, and I'm just gonna apply it like this. A beautiful natural finish. You can of course build it up. Their skincare products are also absolutely gorgeous. Just look at this glow. Look how beautiful it looks like. These two, they will be in my travel bag each time I will go anywhere. You know, on those summer days when you don't have to apply too much makeup and you just want to have like a little bit of glow, I would say, you can use a tinted moisturizer and a little bit of bronzy. This one, I recommend you this one, and you will look like you are put together. Of course my camera battery had to die, so I do remember exactly what I was saying right before that, but I think I was talking about the way the bronzer looks like, and also about the fact that I'm thinking to skip blush this time, but I'm not convinced about that. So what I'm gonna do next is to move on with the lipstick, and only after that I'm gonna decide if I'll apply a little bit of blush or not, because I'm also looking to connect the shade of the blush with the shade of the lipstick. As you can see, everything is about connection when it comes to the way I do my makeup, but I want to also mention that I believe that there are no rules when it comes to the right way of doing your makeup. You have to experiment, you have to make it fun. Moving on with the lipstick, as I said, I'm going to be using Lancome L'Absolu. Let's see the packaging. L'Absolu Rouge Cream in shade Rose 06. It's one of my favorite shades from this collection. This is how it looks like. I have multiple shades, unfortunately. I didn't have the chance to try them all. So I'm gonna go with this one because I like it. I like the finish. I like the texture as well. It's really creamy and it looks so beautiful during the day. So I'm gonna apply it directly with the lipstick like this. And it's quite hard to talk while I'm doing this. After that I'm gonna use a brush and I'm gonna make sure that I go in those small areas. I'm not gonna contour my lips, I'm just gonna go naturally and make sure that I apply it very nicely and blend it. You can also blend it, the edges. I really want to have like a soft contour, if it makes any sense. And I think that should be it. How do I look? I think the shade works really nice with the color of my blazer, which by the way I got it from Mango. I'm gonna link it as well in the description below. And the top is from Zara. It's an old top from Zara. Fancy watching any fashion hauls, I'm gonna link some of my recent ones in the description below and somewhere over here as well. And now I'm thinking to actually apply a little bit of blush, because I realized that I have something which is super similar with the color of my lipstick. I had two of them prepared in advance, this one from Givenchy and this one from MILANI, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. It has 4 different shades, so what I'm gonna do is to actually mix them just like this in my hand. Oops, sorry about that. I'm gonna take the Power Puff and I'm just gonna apply on top of my cheeks just like this. So it's gonna be somewhere in between the highlighter and my bronzer. Again, a really beautiful finish. I'm gonna take a brush and just make sure that I blend everything nicely as well. I think that should be it. That should be the makeup. And voila guys, this is the final look. I hope so much that you enjoy spending time with me here today, and I also hope so much that you guys love the final look. If you do, please make sure to give a like to this video, and as always, I know that I'm mentioning this each time, but it would mean the world to me if you guys are actually going to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join the family. I'm sharing similar videos to this one on my Instagram profile, so if you are not following me over there, I'm gonna link my handle right over here and also link it in the description below. I will see you guys in the next video, sending you lots of love. Mwah! Bye!